I think we are getting into the match here, so we'll cut into the match here, and it looks like we're actually seeing Cloud to start off
wow.
here. Let's switch that. Let me switch that over real quick. There we go.
I can see the Steve, like the Cloud pick, especially because like Steve, I mean like Cloud kind of has an easier time with breaking blocks, but at the same time it's like his recovery gets exploited like heavily in this window.
That's one of the biggest problems from both these characters, I think, is the fact that both of their recoveries can be really brutal. Now, at the very least, Cloud does get limits sometimes, which helps him out a bit.
Yeah,
but
definitely. But at the same time, it's like Steve has those blocks, so it's like they just block, they just completely eradicate his recovery.
Yeah, and we see one little overcommit, and that, with a slightly different punish, I mean, that could have possibly been the stock already. It's just the problem with playing a character that does not necessarily have a great recovery.
The walls gets the limit side B and taking the stock.
Just barely. I thought that dash attack for sure was going to actually get him first, but
And now we can ask the question: is KinJade going to try and commit more, or is he going to try and back off?
yeah. Seems like he's playing relatively safe for now, just barely, not getting hit by that TNT. I thought he accidentally got up right into it. Ooh, that one block ended up being the bane there. I think Gatsby's fallen out of every single up B that KinJade has tried to hit him with there.
I don't know if there's a way that you're supposed to like SDI it, but
Yeah,
I'm not exactly sure.
yeah, I
Because
could.
I know that,
Sorry.
yeah, because I know like normally you can't DI out of it, but maybe there's something but maybe you can possibly like SDI out of it. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I think if you SDI, you can,
Getting up
depending on
combo?
which side you're on. But yeah,
56%.
yeah, fifth, and then another read, that's already
And
at
then another
70,
one.
and that is already a lot
That's like
here.
that's the reason why like Steve is one of the best characters in the game. He just gets damage like
Yes.
damage like that after we simple up to him.
As we see the first
like
time
an anvil.
chatter over there, showing their sentiment on the matter entirely. But
Let's check chat. Who's in chat right? Well, like who was in chat?
yeah,
Okay.
yep. All right, and what we need right here is some sort of edge trap, some sort of ledge guard here.
KinJade needs to get something like a back air at ledge, maybe like an up smash, out shield, maybe just anything to take the stock right now. Maybe and he also has the limit, so it's gone now. Well, he gets the up smash, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, up smash is a very good move. Tries to push him off, but not able to get it again. And honestly,
these
I'm a
up
fan.
Bs.
When all else fails,
Just up B.
do it again.
Yeah. Most of the trades spacing out their moves.
Ooh.
Oh, that would have been deadly right there.
Yeah, that would have been game.
Nice
There's
side
no
B
way
for
that would have
KinJade.
been game, but just barely able to miss it. Giving him another chance at life here, especially with this limit. You know what? I appreciate the attempt.
I'm surprised that didn't kill.
Yeah,
Because like Diamond is like crazy strong too.
yeah. I'm surprised he went for the finishing touch there, and then surprised that he didn't die for it. So, a very good F tilt there, able to cover it. And
The back air,
this is it. Able to catch him.
the forward air does it.
Wow! Just barely able to catch him out there. And I think I just realized that I have their names in the wrong spots.
Oops. Actually, no. No, it's good. It's good. That's Gatsby.
Oh,
that's
no, no.
KinJade.
They just have their players.
Oh yeah.
It's fine, that's fine.
It's okay.
I'm pretty sure everyone knows that the Steve is Gatsby and
Everyone knows
Cloud
that
is
this team's
KinJade. So
Gatsby. Yep.
now it looks like they're going back to Kalos. I think that's a pretty
With
good
the music
counter
kind of big too.
Ooh. And well, that's the thing is that Gatsby's the only one here that's actually listening to the music. KinJade's just listening to the ambiance in here. So
To be fair, it's like audio does help some people. Like it helps them like get into like the zone, and sometimes like audio can be crucial in like matchups like Snake. Where it's like if you don't want to like rely on like having the CC forward, you using that audio just allows for you to like know like hey the C4 is there. Like once it detonates, you like when C4 detonates as Snake, you'll hear like the beep sound, and you're just able to react like that.
yeah, what a smart play. That was the first time I think he didn't do the fast way back down on the up B, and that actually
Up B?
prevented him from not getting grabbed by Steve there. So this has been a very strong start here. Just putting on pressure and dealing lots and lots of damage really quick. I think that was a reverse neutral beyond the blade beam there to actually get the hit on the limits. Very smart. Cloud also doesn't mind as much not camping as a lot of other characters do, since of the fact that he can just charge his limit, which I think getting limit just takes so long that usually it's not worth it over letting Steve mine, but it's still at least giving you something when you have no other way to get in the matchup.
Mm-hmm.
But
Blocks, no.
just barely able.
Just barely get hits in the ledge.
And an aggressive get up, and Gatsby is not ready.
I feel
for
like
it.
a lot of things. Like, I feel like a lot of one thing that I don't see a lot of players doing is breaking the crappy kick.
Yes, I have to agree with you there. And
Breaking
as we
the
say
crappy.
that, KinJade decides to do it.
Because
It's resources. It takes away resources from Steve to get a new one, and every resource matters so much. Unfortunately, I don't think he managed to do that. That didn't get hit by the anvil. Wow. And because we're on Kalos, that's not going to kill either.
that's not gonna kill. High blasting, high ceiling,
Yeah. Despite the
no
fact
back
that
up smash.
that one will kill. So despite the fact
Let's
that
see if he can
Gatsby...
break his blocks. Right? Nice
Yeah.
corner pressure. Nice corner pressure.
Definitely. So you can really see how Cloud is one of the better characters in this matchup, and exactly why one of the best people against Steve in all of Smash Bros. Was a Cloud player, in fact. And just for this reason, it just does such well against a lot of Steve's options. Put on top of the fact
You see that Spargo often goes Cloud in this matchup because Cloud can do good in this matchup too.
yeah, we're seeing it here. The lack of recovery, I mean, if you're smart about it, hasn't been that much of a problem. I think we've maybe
Nice up
seen...
tilt.
Wow, what a quick
Trying to get these
55%.
up strings. No fair. Oh, we need a
Oh, update, yes.
yeah. KinJade won game 1.
Yes. Where's the mouse? There we go. It always takes a while to find it for sure. All right. Thank you for that. I'm sorry, I forgot
Yeah,
about
of course. Yeah, of course.
that. Alrighty. Ooh, tries to let that rip and. Ooh. Trying to get the air dodge through. Unfortunately, having to burn that limit on the recovery there. You know, you want to keep your recovery, and your limit, but it's just more important to keep your stock here. That's really the end of it. Becker coming through, and once again, we have a Steve in the corner here, and he's just getting hit over and over again, and he does not have too much resources left. We saw in your matches, you were able to completely bleed him out of resources a number of times, and how much that was able to hurt him. And so seeing KinJade do the same, it really seems like he was watching and learning from bits of that match here.
Trying to get the footstool down there, but didn't work. Didn't work. And the mid-lane will be able to do it.
That will do it, and that's another match here. And this time I will remember to increase the score here, as KinJade is going up 2-0 against Gatsby here. We're just seeing a lot of really good anti-Steve, both movement and moves. And we're going to have to figure out how Gatsby's going to try to figure out how to move around what we've been seeing so far. And it seems like FD was left open, which you did the same actually, and I was surprised there too. It just seems like it's just known as Steve's best stage, which really shocked me. Out of curiosity, what stages did you ban against him there?
Typically against Steve, sometimes I try to ban flats. I try to ban typically I try to ban, I can't speak today. I try to ban flats, but sometimes I do want to try and ban stages that have the platforms, especially Battlefield. Battlefield's Pac-Man is it's a bad stage for Pac-Man because landing is hard, and sometimes the plats can get in the way of my food.
Interesting. That makes a lot of sense.
And then the platforms also make it easier for Steve to camp. So it's I sometimes like to go flats against Steve, just so I can attack him from above, if you know what I mean, while he's mighty.
Yeah, we're seeing the lack of extra help from platforms really coming into play here as well, as that is a quick 76% happening here. And Gatsby's just trying to look for something to do to try to even up this game. He's getting some mining in, but KinJade just keeps knocking those out. Just barely avoiding that grab as well. Gatsby seems to be just a hair off on most of these hits and most of these combos. Just
Nice
running.
down air.
Yeah. It was a very bold move and it worked out for him. Good to see. This is a really good spot to be in. Yeah, forward tilt is
Trying
just so
to
good.
space out the forward tilt, but didn't get it.
Yeah.
Trying to catch a landing.
Yeah, you pretty much know that Steve is going to land with that down air, so just trying to figure out the best way to get around it.
Neutral B doesn't hit.
At the very least, though, it stopped Gatsby from getting more materials.
Dash attack, surprisingly.
I don't think that would have hit if it didn't catch on the crafting table.
I think it would have hit, probably.
Okay, interesting. Wow, just catching him.
He smashed out real fast. He lands on the block, but he gets down smashed.
Do you think he dropped shield there, or do you think it was the block breaking that made it so he couldn't shield?
I think he just didn't hold shield.
Okay. Interesting. As we see a very quick amount of percent here, as Gatsby quickly getting a combo up to even up and take the lead in this match. I almost wonder if he's going to start using a little bit more. Oh my goodness! Thank goodness for him, he actually has that. Able to perfectly space that around what Gatsby was doing, getting him stage control. We'll see what he's able to make the most out of it. Oh my god, that back air, just quickly taking a stock there as well. And that
up
is
tilt
it.
combos.
You can be doing so well against Steve, and then he lands up tilt. And
That's
it's
kind of like how it goes sometimes.
it is, and it just against such a relatively
Until he lands
safe move.
up tilt, until he lands down throw. Like, he has so many moves that can just lead to devastating combos.
If you accidentally shield him when you shouldn't, if you accidentally don't shield when you should.
Up smash catch you in the neutral, the jump kill.
That up smash is so good. He's been doing so well at using it too.
It hits from behind too, so it has a very wide hitbox.
That it does. Gatsby seems to have caught up with a lot of what KinJade's been trying to get away with, but KinJade seems to be. Oh my god, he went for it.
Oh, he went for it.
He really went for it. Didn't quite catch there. And we're looking at a Steve that is out of metal. And he's going to have to figure out some way to compensate for this lack of iron here.
It seemed like game.
Oh
the
my
back
god.
air.
You would never see a Cloud go for that unless he has limit and is able to do it.
Okay.